Giannis Antetokounmpo, a future GOAT in the making. How do we start to talk about this greatness called the Greek Freak? He once fainted in training, having not eaten in days, suffering mad racial abuse and enduring serious segregation. This story can cause your eyes to sting with tears, but you'll ultimately laugh as the tears dry up or flow recklessly down your cheek. Starting from way below zero to becoming one of the greatest of the NBA, enduring the horror of poverty and shame, to enjoy the honor of prosperity and fame. I present to you the story of Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. The poor beginning of the great star. On December 6, 1994, Giannis Ugo Antetokounmpo was born in Greece's capital, Athens. He is a son of Nigerian immigrants in Greece who had moved there 3 years prior from Lagos, while leaving behind their firstborn son, Francis, to be catered for by his grandparents. Giannis Antetokounmpo was raised in Sopolia, an Athens neighborhood. 3 of his brothers, Thanasis, Kostas, and Alex, were also born in Athens. Giannis's mother, Veronica, worked as a babysitter, while his father, Charles, worked as a handyman. Due to their immigrant status, his parents didn't find it easy to get a job, which led to Giannis and Thanasis to hawk things to assist in family finances. Sometimes I would go to school. No breakfast, Giannis told Adrian Wojnarowski. Sometimes, not every time, I would come back, sometimes with no food. Now I have to go to practice. I would return from practice at 11 p.m. when I would have my first meal of the day. They were evicted from multiple houses while xenophobic pressures further separated the young family away from Greek society. Even though Antetokounmpo and 3 of his siblings were born in Greece, they did not get Greek citizenship automatically. Antetokounmpo could not travel out of Greece and be stateless. He had no papers of identity from Greece or Nigeria for 18 years. On May 13, 2013, he finally got his Greek citizenship, just about 2 months before the 2013 NBA draft. After obtaining Greek citizenship in 2013, his official surname, Antetokounmpo, turned to Antetokounmpo, which is the Greek transcription of Antetokounmpo, which was afterward transliterated letter for letter and spelled in the guy's Greek passport as Antetokounmpo. Many folks could not pronounce his surname. Therefore, he was quickly and fondly known as the Greek Freak. Antetokounmpo also has Nigerian citizenship, as he got his Nigerian passport in 2015 and therefore possesses dual citizenship. Most NBA stars breathe and speak basketball from the time they are born. This can't be said for Giannis Antetokounmpo, as he experienced his initial taste of the game when he was 13. The Milwaukee Bucks' unique route to greatness began at over 8,000 kilometers at the Greek Second Division. But his talents are just simply impossible to overlook. Therefore, in 2020, Giannis signed a 5-year extension with the Milwaukee Bucks with the whopping contract value of $228 million, placing him 3rd in contract value in the history of the NBA. It has been an astounding growth for Antetokounmpo, as not so long ago, he almost only survived by selling tiny products on the streets of Athens, Greece. Sport, enduring pure racism in Greece, and finding solace in basketball. Despite their problematic surroundings, Giannis and his bros derived some joy from sport, initially football, a popular sport in Greece. This changed in 2007 when a native basketball coach with the name Spiros Bielianidis cited a 13-year-old Giannis's physical capacity. He convinced Veronica that basketball could grant them a new life till she agreed to allow the boys to start playing the game. Their progress was fast. 3 years later, Giannis and Thanasis were already playing for the Greek Second Division side, Philadelphia. When Giannis clocked 16, he got into a game against a team in Crete, and rival fans screamed, "Go home, monkeys," and threw coins and soda cans after him, intending to sink him in hatred. After the game, Giannis broke down in tears. He was shattered, which can qualify as one of the saddest days of his life and career. He said, "We worked hard to be accepted in this society, and people rejected us." Giannis said that seeing his family live in that poverty made him feel destroyed. Giannis and his brother were always at home at night, fearing that white vigilantes could attack them on the street and that the cops would not stop them. With no identity documents, Giannis was afraid of getting arrested and deported out of the country like a criminal. As such, the only way he could deal with the obvious racism staring at his face was to bury it deep inside him. Giannis's hard work started paying off, and therefore he began ruling in games, easily swatting away shots from rival players on one end of the court before dunking at the other. How he obtained his Greek citizenship and had fresh beginnings. Antetokounmpo's performances caught the attention of scouts all across Europe and America. In April 2013, he officially decided to go for the NBA draft. but his stateless status meant he wasn't allowed to travel, which seriously threatened his great dreams. You can think of the deep sigh of relief when the boys Giannis and Thanasis got their Greek papers 1 month later. After a long while, the family did feel like they had a real home and decided to switch their original surname, Antetokounmpo, to Antetokounmpo. Coach Violianidis was right. Basketball was the family's ticket to both security in Greece and a new life abroad, his time in the USA, and becoming the Greek freak. Despite being somewhat unknown, playing basketball for just 5 years, the Milwaukee Bucks took a chance on Giannis' physical ability, simply as Violianidis had in Athens. The Antetokounmpo family, after this, never had to consider where their next food would come from. This new guy's 2.11 meter or 6'11" frame, combined with strangely nice speed and agility for his large size, got him the nickname the Greek Freak. There's no question there were safer picks, but nothing with this kind of upside. Nothing close to this, Bucks general manager John Hammond said at the time. How are we going to get our next All-Star? I don't want to put that on this kid's shoulder, but he has that skill set to become that if it all falls together for him. Giannis stole the hearts of a host of people in January 2014 when he released a tweet saying that he had tasted his first smoothie. He gradually won many over with his hard-working style of the game, humility, and sense of humor. Giannis enchanted the Bucks fans. His tale of coming from nothing was relatable with the working-class city, while his hard-working attitude also impressed them. He was so lovable with his wide-eyed style of experiencing America. Giannis loved visiting Walmart to get furniture because he felt it was one of the finest stores. He also enjoyed American movies, especially those that featured Eddie Murphy, like Coming to America. Just like Murphy's character in that film, Giannis was like a fish out of water. He saw the movie over and over again and repeated his favorite lines, such as sexual chocolate, again and again. His innocence and relative naivety became clear on the court too, as the Bucks coaches instructed him that playing at altitude against the Utah Jazz might affect his game. Giannis reacted by dashing to the top of the stands, as he expected that meant being at altitude. As Giannis improved his English language, he practiced trash talking on the court. However, learning when and how to use swear words took him some time. When he got the word bitch, he wouldn't use it as an insult. Instead, he would shout it any time he missed a shot. This earned him more friendly mockery from his teammates. The first time he ate pancakes, he turned obsessed and had them 10 days in a row. Well, the Bucks' gamble paid off. By his third season, he was getting 16.9 points in every game. Therefore, it's no coincidence that his team made the playoffs 3 times in Antetokounmpo's initial 5 seasons. In 2019, Giannis became the first Bucks player after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to be honored as league MVP. In an emotional acceptance speech, he paid tribute to the role of his father, who had died in 2017. The family was always near Giannis's heart. In 2019, he was reunited with his older brother Thanasis, who also signed a contract with the Bucks. Their brother Kostas, however, was playing at the LA Lakers. He received an NBA championship ring for his role in their historic title win in October 2020, had 1 season in France, and just recently signed for 2 years with the Chicago Bulls. Sticking to Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality, one of the keys to Antetokounmpo's success is constantly improving. It's simple. You've got to be better than you were last year. If you did not win the whole thing, you've got to get better, Antetokounmpo said after bagging the 2018-2019 MVP trophy. If you win the whole thing, you've got to get better and do it again. Another example of the young Buck's zeal to be one of the greatest of all time can be seen in his off-season approach, where he preferred to train alone and improve in his abilities, gleaning from the best in the game, rather than train with the likes of LeBron and company. He is inspired by winning and accumulating trophies, not friends. But Antetokounmpo did hustle at the opportunity to be Kobe Bryant's mentee after he, the Lakers legend, retired. Antetokounmpo learned the Mamba mentality, and Bryant schooled him to play with the excitement of a kid. The lessons worked, as Antetokounmpo is one of the only 2 players in the history of the NBA to win the MVP and Defensive Player of the Year by age 25. The only other is Michael Jordan. Kobe's challenge. In 2017, the late wonderful Kobe Bryant, who had just retired to end his gloried NBA career, spent his free time tweeting challenges to the next generation of athletes. Antetokounmpo felt left out and tweeted at Bryant, asking the basketball icon to offer him a challenge. Bryant challenged Antetokounmpo to become an NBA MVP, and Giannis achieved this in the 2018-2019 season. To To the surprise of everyone, he repeated the same feat again in 2020. After then, Bryant's challenge to Antetokounmpo was more challenging than the first, and it was for him to win a championship. Interestingly, Giannis, alongside his Bucks teammates, did that on Tuesday night with a 105-98-point win over the Suns in Game 6 of the 2021 NBA Finals. To prevent him from completing the challenge cheaply, Antetokounmpo was tagged the Finals MVP after winning 50 points in Game 6, just the 7th 50-point performance in NBA Finals history. Kobe, who passed away in a helicopter crash in 2020, is not here to see and acknowledge that Antetokounmpo beat his challenges. However, you bet it would be thrilling for him. You can also bet Kobe's next challenge really would have been a three-peat, which might be difficult for the Greek Freak. How did the Greek Freak become a Supermax player? In December 2020, Antetokounmpo got the third largest Supermax contract in the history of the NBA. Supermax contracts were brought in 3 years ago to clear the air and were designed to allow small market teams to retain their top talent. For eligibility, NBA players needed to have won MVP or Defensive Player of the Year in recent times or make an All-NBA team. The Greek Freak was the best candidate, and the Bucks wasted no time and took full advantage. Very importantly, they retained the service of a two-time league MVP, which gives them a better shot at the title. While $228.2 million is an eye-watering sum of money for a 5-year deal, most consider it fair value for the 26-year-old basketball superstar. The Wisconsin franchise has kept profiting off the court as they have the Greek Freak, who many have called the face of the NBA, in their team. Shirts will sell because of this, and talent will be simpler to get. Giannis' money, endorsements, properties, and investments. In endorsements and sponsorships, Giannis has partnered with brands such as JBL, where he promoted their headphones. He has appeared in ads for Hulu streaming services. He has also bagged a long-term deal with Nike while selling his signature sneaker line, Zoom Freak, in cooperation with them. He reportedly earns over $25 million from endorsement deals and sponsorships with brands including Tissot and 2K Sports. He became WhatsApp's first brand ambassador in 2022. The Greek Freak has also purchased an ownership stake in the Milwaukee Brewers. He owns a stake in other companies like Ready Nutrition and Antidote Health, a telemedicine company with a social mission. He lives in a house worth $1.8 million in River Hills, Wisconsin, and drives a BMW i8 and Rover Defender X. He once revealed that he is a shoe lover and owns 4,000 shoes in his closet and a storage unit in Greece. His present salary is $42,492,492. However, he makes north of $70 million yearly. Awards and honors of Giannis. For a superstar like Giannis, it's almost as if his name is synonymous with awards. In 2021, he was named the NBA champion and won the NBA Finals MVP award here. He is a 2-time NBA Most Valuable Player, winning it in 2019 and 2020, and a 6-time NBA All-Star winner, winning it in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. In 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022, he was included in the All-NBA First Team and NBA All-Defensive First Team. Some of the other awards for Giannis include NBA All-Star Game MVP 2021, 6 times All-NBA selection, All-NBA Second Team 2017 and 2018, NBA All-Rookie Second Team 2014, NBA 75th Anniversary Team 2021, Eurobasket Top Scorer 2022, Eurobasket All-Tournament Team 2022, Eurostar European Player of the Year 2018, Time 100 2021, and Best Male Athlete ESPY Award in 2019. Major records held by the Greek Freak. Giannis became the first player in the history of the NBA to finish a regular season as the top 20 in all major statistics and average at least 25 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block in different seasons. Also, he is the only player in league history who got up to 200 points in a playoff series while averaging at least 31 points and 6 assists in a single postseason. These performances made him the only non-American player in the game's history to win the All-Star Game MVP. In addition, Giannis had the best closeout finals game in NBA history when he scored 50 points in the 2020-2021 season with the Milwaukee Bucks. He recorded the highest player efficiency rate in the previous season, pegged at 31.9. Worthy of mentioning is that he is the 5th player in the NBA to have led his team in all 5 major recorded statistics, including rebounds, assists, points, steals, and blocks. Giannis's Buck legacy. When you have many rating a non-American player as the best player in a competitive league like the NBA, you know that player is truly one of the best. Aside from the quality he exudes while playing, many have also seen him as a true icon of sports and its globalization. He has inspired many globally within and outside the walls of basketball. On the pitch, Giannis demands more from himself and his teammates because he believes this is pivotal to him and the team winning more games and getting more trophies. However, when he is off the pitch and with his fans, he has an unusually calm attitude that makes him more desirable and the face of the league. However, his loyalty to Milwaukee and his many excellent performances already cemented his place as one of the greatest there. Just a little more about his personal life. Antetokounmpo's father, Charles, died in 2017. He was a Nigerian soccer player. His mother, Veronica, was a high jumper. Charles is of the Yoruba tribe, while Veronica is Igbo. According to the basketball legend Hakeem Olajuwon, also of the Yoruba tribe, the family name of Antetokounmpo translates to "the crown has returned from overseas." Giannis puts on the number 34 to honor his parents who were born in 1963 and 1964. He has a deep love for soccer, making him a die-hard supporter of Inter Milan club. In February 2020, he and his girlfriend Maria Riddlesberger had their first son. In August 2021, they had their second son. With that being said, we look forward to seeing more of Giannis, our beloved Greek freak, on his way to NBA GOAT status. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate you.